Hello, this is part 2 of my city in review for Pittsburgh. If you have not watched part 1 just yet, I'll link it up over there. I'll link in the description box below. Start there. It'll make more sense because I might be referring things back in part 1 and the video before. Yeah, so check it all out. So if you are out in Pittsburgh and you want to do some workouts, I have 2 recommendations for you. The first one is called 3 Minute Fitness. Let me show you where it's located. It's located in Southside Flats, right over here. And I'm pretty sure I remember this correctly. 3 minutes for each round. There's 9 rounds, maximum of 2 people per station, so a maximum of 18 people per class. And so 3 times 9 is 27 minutes. It's almost like a 35-minute workout, including breaks. Quick, efficient. There's one that's like a treadmill, but instead of the machine do it, it's body powered, so you have to keep on running for it to keep on working. And then they also have like a row machine, but it's different than row machines that I've seen before because at the base of the machine it's like this water thing. It's like hydro powered ish. It's a really great workout because you really push with that one person, whether you know them or not. It's like a little bit of competitive spirit. Oh, and they also have Jacob's ladder, which if you've never done it before, I hate that thing. I hate Jacob's ladder. I don't know who Jacob is, but I don't like you, dude. Basically, you strap a seatbelt in on your waist and then you just kind of like climb up a ladder. It's awful. And then the second workout area that I want to recommend to you guys is called Scout Training. And so this is just like a mixed martial arts center where you can learn jiu-jitsu, you can learn Muay Thai. Yeah, so I did 2 classes of Muay Thai and I did 1 class of Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is still not my thing right now. I love Muay Thai because you get some boxing in there, you get some like almost like kickboxing, but the foundation is a little bit different than kickboxing. A lot of the recommendations, I kind of went through them when I was talking about the neighborhoods, so I'm just going to quickly go over them again. So if you wanted to go see the skyline and all of that, West End Overlook is one that I really enjoyed. Mount Washington Overlook is also another great one. There was another place that I was Googling, but I never got my way there because I kept on getting lost. Somewhere over here. And so when you're coming into Philly, there's it's like a really long strip and you're like, am I on a freeway? It's kind of like a freeway and it's called Boulevard of the Allies. It's really huge, and if you are able to find a lookout point on one of the hills right above Boulevard of the Allies, I imagine that is a gorgeous view. Some places that I went to, the museum, Andy Warhol Museum, is really fascinating because Andy Warhol, he was into things not just like pop art, but he was a really good illustrator. He did movies, which I didn't know. He also collected, what is it when you like collect dead animals and you stuff them? He did that. I said Point State Park is a great one. Kathy, the Cathedral of Learning, is a great place. There's like 3 museums there. They're kind of quirky. One of them is called Bicycle Heaven, and it's just this person was super into bicycles, and you get to see a lot of bicycles throughout the ages. Collectibles bikes and just funky stuff. I saw so many bikes that I didn't imagine it was possible. And then another one is called Randyland, and this museum is free. Oh, the Bicycle Heaven is free as well. I had footage of Randyland in my last video if you're curious to see more footage. It's just Randyland, when I walked in, it made me so happy to see all the colors. You can tell that Randy made that land to be a very, very positive, very happy place, and it did that for me. It did. The last one I did not get to go to. It's right next to Bicycle Heaven. I forget what it is called. So if you ever go to Pittsburgh and you do get to go to that place, let me know how it is. Because I was in Pittsburgh for 2.5 weeks, and because if you watched my last video, my last Airbnb host was way too friendly, and it just, there was one time I was cooking dinner and he came out and he was like, oh, you're gonna use the entire oven to cook one fish. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm one person. And he goes, why aren't you cooking 2 fish? Well, I'm like, I don't know when the next meal I'm gonna eat inside is. And also, why are you in my face, dude? Okay, food recommendations. I need my notes for this. I'm gonna split this up into 3 sections. 1 is, nuh-uh, don't go there. The second one will be like, it's okay. And then the 3 is just my favorite, my recommendations. I was actually having a conversation with my friend the other day, and I was like, I don't think I'm that much of a food snob. And she goes, well, you kind of are, because you eat so much, and you just, like, yeah, you give everything a shot. You try your best not to compare it to like LA or New York, but you do have a standard when you eat. So yeah, you're kind of a food snob. And I was like, oh, okay. No is this restaurant called Soba, which is surprising because if you look up Pittsburgh restaurant recommendations, Soba is on a lot of those lists. It's an upscale Japanese restaurant. I've had upscale Japanese restaurant where I was like, whew, yes, you are doing it right. It's the one in Austin, Texas. I'll link that video right in the cards as well. This one, you go in, the drink that I had, it tasted like juice, and I was like, are you sure you put alcohol in here? And then I had a crab taco, which was decent. Like, the taco was crispy. It was this tiny for $6. And I'm like, well, if it's good, if it's delicious, I'd be less upset about it. But it was just fine, which is, you know, whatever. I got a chirashi bowl. And what they did though was I was eating the sashimi and like eating a little bit of the sushi rice at the same time. However, when I got to the bottom of the sushi rice, what I realized was they drenched the rice in, like, they drenched it in some kind of sauce. So it was just super salty at the bottom of the rice bowl. And I'm like, I've had several chirashi bowls before in my life, and none of them was ever drenched in any kind of sauce. So afterwards I was like, oh, also for my lobster taco, on top of it they also had avocado. And even though the restaurant was dimly lit, it was like that atmospheric lighting, which I hate. I could tell that they used an old avocado on me. Parts of the avocado was brown. The entire experience, I was like, I wouldn't even give this place 2 stars. I would give it 2 stars to be nice. On my okay list, I also only have 1, and it is Ki Ramen. And it might have been my fault for trying these Asian places. The description for the restaurant though, it says it offers traditional ramen as well as inventive ramen. And I'm like, okay, I could roll with either. If you're gonna say that you can serve traditional ramen, I'm down to try. It was just like average. And then I tried one of their desserts because, okay, as much as I say I don't like sweets, which I don't, I love desserts. If it's something unique sounding, I'm always willing to give it a try. And so their dessert was ice cream bao. And if you don't know what bao is, it's basically like you know, like a soft shell taco. The small kind is like this big. Well, the bao is also this big, but it's fluffy bread kind of thing. In my head, it was like an ice cream bao. So they would just like put the ice cream in the center and they would serve it to you like that. And I was like, ooh, that's fascinating, because in Asia we have this thing, it's like an ice cream burrito, and that's good. So I was like, it can't be that bad. It comes out and I'm like, because they took the bao, for regular baos, it's one piece of like circular thing and you fold it. Like, there's no breakage point. But I don't know, I think they like took a thing and they cut it in half, put in ice cream, and then so it's like literally like a sandwich, and then they froze the entire thing. And then on the outside, and then they dipped it in sugar, and I was like, oh, the blasphemy. Like, it's just like way too much. The guy came in, he was like, how is it? And I'm like, it's an ice cream bao. All the other stuff that I'm going to mention is on the good, great, Pittsburgh Juliet's recommendation for food in Pittsburgh list, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, so let's get to it. The first one is called Uncle Sam's, and there are multiple locations. What they do is a Philly mushroom cheesesteak. I believe that's what it's called, and it's huge. Like, I couldn't finish it. It's the size of like this big. It's like that big. The second restaurant is Bebe's Kitchen, and this one is located in downtown Pittsburgh. It's like Korean comfort food. I got like rice and some like well-cooked bulgogi, which is Korean meat. Got a salad on the side. It was a little pricey for what it was, but it was good, and it was Asian, so it satisfied me. Third one is called Smallman Galley, and this is located in Strip District. This is one of those places that have funky hours. What Smallman Galley is, though, it's not just one restaurant. They have like rotating vendors, and I believe there's 4 vendors at a time, and they just like sell different things. And then there's an area where it's kind of like a food court. One side is a bar, and then the other side is all the food vendors, and you can just like sit anywhere. They'll give you like a number, and they'll come find you to give you your food. And I had food from this place called Joey's Snack Bar, which was like a pita place. Oh my gosh, that was some amazing pita. Like, in my memories, my favorite pita was in Australia after a very, very drunk night, and this one was just as good, and I was sober. Next, we have Taco, which is also located in downtown Pittsburgh. Taco is spelled T-A-K-O, but it does serve tacos, T-A-C-O. They have great margaritas there. The vibe is chill, very chill. I had street corn there. I love street corn. And then I had their, I think it's called rock shrimp tempura taco, and that was so good. Everything I got was a little spicy though, so definitely, even the margarita that I got was spicy. So at the end of it, I was like, yeah. So if you're in the downtown area and just want to bite, either go to Bebe's Kitchen or go to Taco. Those are 2 great places. All right, 2 more suggestions. Taiwanese Bistro Cafe 33, and this is located in Squirrel Hill. Yeah, it's not the most authentic Taiwanese food, but it does a pretty good job for being in Pittsburgh. The ingredients they have is just taste a little different, and that's why it's less authentic to me. Only place in Pittsburgh where I saw the most amount of Asians. People were speaking in Mandarin, and I was like, oh, this sounds and feels so good. Last place I want to recommend is a coffee shop called Ada Coffee, and I got an adult chocolate drink over here, but because it's been a month and a half, I don't remember what adult chocolate drink is. Coffee shop has a very good vibe, and the drink was delicious. So that is it for my city in review for Pittsburgh. If you have any questions about Pittsburgh, you know, hit me up, leave me a comment below, email that email. I should start checking that email. I'll see you guys in my next video. We are about to go to Boston.